Imagine walking through a landscape of swirling, sun-scorched rock. The air is dry, the heat is immense, and the silence is broken only by the whisper of the wind. You follow a narrow, winding canyon. Then, the canyon opens, and you are struck dumb by what you see. The first sight of the treasury, Al-Khazneh, is a moment that changes you. Its intricate columns and statues seem poured from the cliff like liquid stone. The scale is monumental. You have to crane your neck back to take it all in. It's not just a building, it's a city carved directly out of the living rock itself. This is Petra, a place that, by all rights, simply shouldn't exist. To understand Petra, you must first understand the people who built it, the Nabateans. They began as a nomadic Arab tribe, desert wanderers, people of sand and wind. Their camel caravans were the lifeblood of the ancient world, a vital link between East and West. Frankincense, myrrh, spices, silks. These commodities made them fabulously wealthy and a target. They saw not a barren wasteland but a fortress. They understood the rock could provide protection and opportunity. They needed a capital, a center for commerce, an impregnable fortress to keep wealth safe. Their genius lay in adaptability, survivors who turned weakness into strength. So, how did they do it? How did they carve these colossal structures with only simple hand tools? The answer is as ingenious as it is counterintuitive. They carved from the top down. Imagine a sculptor standing not before a block of marble, but on top of a mountain. They would carve a narrow ledge, a foothold from which to begin the monumental work. From this high perch they began chiseling, working their way down as the building emerged. They carved highest decorative elements first, the urns, the eagles, the repeating patterns. No cranes, no dynamite, no lasers, just iron chisels, hammers, and immense patience. Deep guide grooves and individual chisel marks remain, a tangible link to the hands that shaped the city. Starting at the top, let them set symmetry and proportion from the outset. A brilliant solution to scale. A city, no matter how magnificent, cannot survive without water. In this parched landscape, rain is a rare and precious gift. Their solution, perhaps their most brilliant, was a city-wide plumbing system centuries ahead of its time. They engineered dams, cisterns, carved channels, and even ceramic piping to collect and store every drop. Dams, cisterns, channels, ceramic pipes. During fierce flash floods, their system was ready, diverting torrents into channels and reservoirs. These covered channels snaked for miles, carrying water like stone arteries to the heart of the city. Hundreds of cisterns, plaster-lined and vast, some able to hold millions of gallons. This water powered drinking, bathing, farming, and the image of power to visiting traders. The journey into Petra is an experience, a carefully orchestrated piece of theatre designed by the Nabateans. You don't just arrive, you are led through the Seek, a natural fault turned grand gateway. Sheer walls soar hundreds of feet above. In places the passage narrows to only a few feet. Underfoot, original Nabatean paving stones bear hooves, wheels and centuries of footsteps. Look closely. One channel for fresh spring water, another for runoff and animals. Their practicality is everywhere. No army could march through here in formation, attackers forced into single file, vulnerable to defenders above. After the winding dark, a sliver of light widens ahead. A breathtaking vision framed by dark walls, the treasury glowing rose-red in sunlight. This dramatic reveal was designed to inspire awe, artistic genius, and a statement of power. While the treasury is the most famous, it's only the beginning. The valley opens to a vast city of the dead and the living. Cliffs honeycombed with hundreds of carved facades, tombs, monuments, and palaces. The urn tomb, the Corinthian tomb. These were eternal homes for the spirit, monuments to memory. Feasts and rituals connected the living to the dead. The funerary landscape was deeply spiritual. On the valley floor, remains of a city centre appear, temples, markets, colonnaded streets. Imagine streets crowded with Arab traders, Roman merchants and artisans from across the known world. Many ordinary people lived in simple rock-cut homes, cool in summer, warm in winter. A magnificent theatre in Greek style held thousands of proof the city enjoyed entertainment and public life. It was a complete city, a place for the dead, the gods and the living. Petra's location was the secret to its immense wealth, perfectly placed at crossroads of caravan routes. Frankincense, myrrh, resins more valuable than gold, harvested in southern Arabia and funneled through Petra. All of it passed through Petra. The Nabateans were expert middlemen, guiding caravans and levying taxes. They offered protection, rest and resupply across hundreds of treacherous miles. Spices, silks, bitumen, pottery, a melting pot of goods from across the ancient world. This constant flow made Petra cosmopolitan, a place where ideas, styles and technologies were exchanged. Greco-Roman Egyptian motifs blended into a unique Nabatean style, a golden age from 1st century BC to 2nd century AD. But as Romans exploited sea routes, overland caravans lost importance, and Petra's river of gold began to dry up. The decline of Petra was not a single event, but a slow, gradual fading. It wasn't sacked in a day. The primary reason was economic, a shift in trade routes. In 106 AD, Rome annexed the Nabatean kingdom. Petra continued, but no longer as an independent trade hub. The rise of Christianity transformed parts of Petra. Tombs repurposed as churches. Nature dealt a heavy blow in 363 AD. A massive earthquake toppled many freestanding structures. The water system was damaged. The infrastructure that supported life was crippled. Over centuries, the population shrank. Remaining people likely moved to hills and became more nomadic. By the 7th century, it was little more than a ghost town, living on in local legends until its rediscovery. For centuries, Petra remained a legend, a phantom city spoken of in whispers. In 1812, Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, disguised as an Arab scholar, tricked a guide into leading him to the lost city. The reveal astonished the world and ignited a fascination that continues today. Rediscovery felt like opening a time capsule, a tangible link to a forgotten past written in stone. Their mastery of water, innovative architecture and shrewd trade made an inhospitable land bloom. Greatness can be found in quiet, hidden places, born from necessity and vision. Today, walking through Petra, you walk through echoes of that genius. Every carved facade, every water channel, every worn step, a testament to collective will.